right, man. Let's talk, man, about still talk about the Pistons. Going out there and possibly trading for Cam Johnson from the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, a couple of years ago, he was restricted free agent. Talked about trading for him. And my thing is this: I don't really think you need him at this point. Uh, he'd be a nice shooter, nice defender. You know, um, but I'm just thinking like, we at the point where, like I said, man, like I'd rather have a guy like Nas Reed, Bobby Portis. I'd rather hit those singles. You feel what I'm saying? If I want to go out there and really, get a guy, I'm gonna go get the guy, right? I'm gonna go get the guy. Real talk. I'm gonna just if I'm making me, if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna give it with the guy. If not, I'll bring in a Taj Jerome or something like that. But Cam Johnson wouldn't be a bad pick. Ability, shoot the ball, good defender, some durability issues throughout his career. Um, stretch the floor, shoot it at a high clip. But I really think, if they're gonna do something of a major, yeah, go and get Devin Booker. I know Phoenix say I want to trade him, make an offer they can't resist. I seen them mock with four fours or four first round picks. Shit, real talk, I throw a Sar Thompson in there too. If I can get away with it, Ron Hollins, Tobias, Jaden Ivey, four first round picks. They want Isaiah Stewart, they can have him too. No disrespect, I'd rather not trade him. Yeah, I'd send a King's ransom over there. You know? That's how I'm rocking. If not, for the most part, I really just go sign a Bobby Portis, a Ty Jerome, a Nas Reed, sign and trade for one of those guys if I don't have the cap to make it work. That's kind of what time I'm on. But Cam Johnson wouldn't be a bad deal. Like I said, he can defend, he can shoot it. Then you would be really, what you're really banking on at that point is Ivy's ability to score. And I don't think he can shoot it, he can score it. You're really counting on his maturity to get there. But me personally, if I'm gonna make a trade, yeah, it's Trey Young, it's Devin Booker, something of that ilk. I say no to Zion, but I would understand it, especially if you get him on a discount, and it got to be a discount. So I would understand it, but me personally, I'm going out there getting a scoring machine. I'm going out there to get somebody that's going to dominate the offensive side of the ball with K can have a 1-2 punch that can get his own shot. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine with the ride with Jay Ivey to do that. If I'm going out there to make a deal, I'm going to get booked. Not a defensive slouch, can be the lead guard, can be off the ball. I mean, he can do everything. But Cam Johnson, yeah, shit, he gonna high character. He gonna shoot the blood out the ball. I would get it. I would get it. Another lockdown defender. You don't lose nothing deep. The only thing you're gonna lose from him to Tim Hardaway Jr. for a minute is defensive continuity. That's it. That's what you bring anybody in. Eventually, the continuity it will come. So yeah, I'm gonna be close to it. Like if they did it, they did it. I wouldn't sit here and hate it. Yeah, I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, this is the worst. I mean, shit, I would get it. That would be a smart move for them. No, that would be a smart move for them. So, but but yeah, smart move. But I just feel like going to that next level, you know, and going to that next level would be crucial for them. Well, Booker just, oh my God, that'd be a motherfucking problem. You can keep that. You can get paid, book. You know, you probably in that situation. You ain't gonna keep a SAR. So if you can find somebody on that wing that can shoot it, or do anything at that point. I don't know. They start Beasley, would they bring back Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know. Put a Cheney in there. I don't know. That'd just be the biggest question mark. Who would you put at that 3? In a Booker trade, you would have some questions because you would have to fill the 3 spot, and you would probably move Tobias because of the contract. You would have to fill the 4 spot. So you have some questions. You still have to go out there and find a power forward, and then would you be down to bring back Tim Hardaway Jr., Blake Beasley? So I think at that point they probably would want to bring back Tim Hardaway Jr. So you don't have a first round draft pick, so that's going to be tough to fill. Right then and there, you can say, well, okay, maybe Ryan Hollins would be ready to step up. If you kept Asar Thompson, that'd be your question. That'd be your question answer right there. You would go, Book, K, Asar, and then at the 4, you'll have some questions. That Bobby guy, he ain't ready. I don't know. I don't think Ron is quite body maturity there. He ain't ready. So filling that 4 spot, that's gonna be an issue. Unless you could pull off another signing trade for a guy like Bobby Portis and Nas Reed. So Devin Booker thing complicates some things. Cam Johnson, it don't. Simple. Probably give up a couple draft picks. You might give up somebody off the bench. Money ain't funny. You insert them right in. I'm good. I'm good with that. Like, I'm not bashing that. I'm good with that. Banking on Ivy. You keep Asar. You keep Ron. You keep your important pieces, and you just add a knockdown shooter and a elite defender. You have room to go deal with sign, Tobias. I mean not Tobias, sign Bobby Portis and Nas Reed to get one of them. I also threw out the idea of adding Brook Lopez, to the big fella rotation from the simple fact, veteran, champion, shot blocker, shooter. So yeah, I mean I wouldn't be mad at it. But I do think out of all the guys they pending, thinking about as free agents, thinking about bringing back, I think really the most important one at this point is Dennis Schroeder. You know, the way he protects the basketball. But it is what it is. Um, Let me know what you girls and guys think about it. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. But yeah, I think Cam Johnson would be a nice fit. Nice fit. One thing about him and like guys like him, like John Morant, I don't understand why they don't get in the weight room. And what they won't have them durability issues that they used to have. So that's just kind of been my question about it. But I like Cam Johnson, always have. I think he might have been a little bit more durable this year. And the Pistons were more durable this year. So, but yeah, but that is what it is, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.